Ya, Gonzalo.
Agua con los cabellos. Welcome, guys, to another episode.
Ya llegaron.
¿Quién?
Ya llegaron por eso.
¿Quién llegó, güey?
No, I'm pretty sure it's la...
Oh. Damn, boy came in soon.
Ya quiere acabar.
Ya quiere acabar y irse la verga.
First things first. ¿Quién
First things
ganó
first.
la verga?
¿Quién ganó? Let me be civil about this. I said it on the last episode.
Por poco.
Por poco, pero hey, name another team who has a comeback in freaking and halftime. Se los dije una vez y se los voy a volver a decir. No dejes que Tigres vive o no le des espacio para que respire, because they're gonna make something happen and they're gonna beat you. Not because just being, not just because that's my team, but simply because these guys is a team of nothing but veterans. Chivas was nothing full of kids who's, I think the only one who's ever won a championship there that's still playing was Antonio Briseño. And that was back in 2017 when he won that. And he won the other championships whenever he was with Tigres also. He used to play with Tigres. And that's the problem with Chivas, is that they don't have the experience because they're not constant with how they play. So one season they're doing amazing, which was this season. This was one of their greatest seasons yet. And in a long time. And then next year, who knows how they play. That's what happened in 2017. 2017 they won. 2018 they played like dog shit. So they also played like dog shit in 19 and 20 until 2021. By the second half of the season, they were already playing good. And right now they're a good team. But, like I said.
So were they tied? Were they tied throughout the whole game? Or instead
No,
of the second
it was. So it was 2-0 in the first 20 minutes of the game.
Mm.
And then halftime came. And luego minute 70. Minute 70, it was a penalty. Gignac scored it. And then, you know what's crazy? He even said it in the interview. He said, I'm always going to shoot it in the same spot. He said, I have. He's like, you look at my other penalties, I shoot it at the same spot. He's like, it's just up to you if you're going to stop it or not. He's like, all I do is just hit it really hard. That's it.
That way.
So, like, everybody knows where he's shooting, but
and then
until the moment, nobody has stopped any.
And did the goalie go for it? Like, at
yeah,
that
he
spot?
went for it. Like,
but he just couldn't spot it. No,
because he hit it really hard, so he couldn't stop it. But so, and then, I think by minute 80, Sebastian Cordova, he scored and he's been like on top of this whole liguilla.
Mm-hmm.
Like every single game, he's the one scoring or making like the goal that makes a difference.
Yeah.
And so then extra time comes around, and it was like a bunch of fucked up communication between the goalie of Chivas and their defense, because you would see like three of them blocking the view of the goalie, and so Guido comes and he hits it with the head, and it bounces off a defender and it deflects and it goes like very fucking high, and goalie didn't see it coming because he was just jumping around, looking around, like trying to find the ball, and it was a lot of miscommunication. And the same thing comes to again. There's not a lot of veterans on that team, but I'm talking about good veterans, not just people who've been playing for a long time. Any people who's won championships or won something. And now Chivas, they're making bad decisions. They're gonna get rid of El Guacho, which is their goalie, because of what happened in the final, which I think is stupid. Nahuel, which is Tigres' goalie, they had plenty of terrible, games or like important games where he fucks up and it costs us the game. But I mean, he's still there, and I mean, he gives.
Pero llegaron hasta la fucking final.
That's what I'm saying. He was the sub goalie, and the other one was injured. I forgot who their goalie was. But during the whole liguilla in the first game that they played against America, he was like the player of the game, because I mean, he was doing so good. And now he just had one bad game. Yes, it was one bad game that defined like their history or everything of that season. But I mean, it happens. And for them just to like get rid of them like that, and now they're looking for some European goalie, and I think it's bad on the institution for them to do that. And I mean, I don't know, the way the guy was coaching wasn't good. I mean, it was dumb. And so what he did, he took away Alexis Vega, which was like their top like midfielder or delantero, whatever he plays. And they took him out, I think, by the second half they took him out. And then that's where they fucked up because he started playing defensively. And during while watching the game, I was like, man, bro, this can't be fucking happening. Like, I knew we were, like, in my mind, I was like, you know, I don't think we're going to win, but fuck it, if we do, we do. But I was like, bro, ain't no way we're going to lose this fucking bad. Like, it's barely 20 minutes in, and we're down 2-0. And, you know, but my uncle, who was there, he actually goes for Rayados. But he's one of those.
Oh, he's the one with the stars, right? Yeah, he gets a tattoo every time.
No. He lives in Monterrey. That guy lives in Monterrey. No, this is my dad's uncle. Pero él sí le va a los Rayados también. But he's one of those that's like me that like doesn't hate just because that's the rival team.
Yeah.
But he's like, nah. He's like, no te preocupes, mijo. He's like, son los Tigres. Like, calma. It's too early.
Yeah.
Because it really was 20 minutes. I mean, that's really fucking early. You still got 80 minutes left to play, plus the extra minutes that they add. I mean, sure enough, that's what happened. And I just want to say that Tigres at this time is the biggest team there is right now. Rather than you don't like it, what I say, but the facts are there. I'm gonna pull up the facts. So, since 2000 began, America has won 5 trophies. That's a lot. Pumas has won 4. Chivas has only won 2 trophies since the year 2000 began. They've only won 2 trophies. And Cruz Azul has only won 1. And those are the four considered the top 4 teams. And Tigres has won 6 since the year of 2000. 6 championships. And when I believe that we're going for more, I have faith that we're going for more. But there needs to be some adjustments. And I mean, this is like the biggest underdog story because in the beginning of the year, they had Diego Coca, which was, he had just came from making Atlas champions 2 times in a row. So he came to Tigres. And then within like 3 games after, he went to la Selección Mexicana. He accepted the offer without talking to la directiva, so la directiva fired him. And now he's with la Selección Mexicana. And then their backup, their second-hand coach or whatever, their second-string coach, El Chima Ruiz, he was doing terrible. He's what caused us to fucking downfall. And then they get rid of him. And viene Siboldi, which he used to play with Tigres as a goalie back in 1997 when they came back from El Descenso. He's a reason. He was a team that was part of the comeback from El Descenso. And he makes us champions. And nobody expected it. I didn't expect it. And I mean, I don't know. It was... I was processing last night of how I was going to approach this on the podcast, and I was going to talk a lot of shit, but, you know.
Well, we got the video in the beginning. We got that video.
We had the video in the beginning. Bro, I've been watching on purpose because I remember before the game started, bro, I was just on TikTok, and everything was just all these podcasts talking about, oh, Chivas got this in the bag.
Yeah.
This is going to be easy-ass fucking game against Tigres. They're in Equipo Chico. And... I mean, I just watched the reactions, and then I watched the after videos of their reaction. Oh, this shit's fucking hilarious. Because there was just one guy, bro. He was for sure. He's like, yeah, no, Chivas is gonna win. He's like, why are you guys doubting us? We're the best team. We got nothing but Mexicans, and that's another fucking thing. They're over here saying like, oh, we're doing nothing but Mexican teams. Well, what fucking purpose was that? You did with nothing but Mexican teams, but you fucking lost to a bunch of fucking Brazilians and Argentinos and stuff like that. And that's what bothers me the most. That we want to make soccer diverse, but yet Liga MX is trying to make all these fucking rules and shit. The best teams in the world have fucking players from everywhere. Barcelona has fucking players from everywhere. Real Madrid, PSG, they're all built off of different players from different places around the world, and they're the best teams around the world. So I just think Liga MX doing that stuff that you can only have a certain amount of players that are from here, from there. I think that's stupid. It's not this is not the national team. This is the Liga MX.
I'm like still on that. I'm like, I get you. I don't know. I'm still on the fence with that because I get you. Yes, without a doubt. But I don't know. Keep it Mexican, man.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Any Mexican that comes play over here, they don't want to stay. They all want to leave. Yeah. So that's why I think having that rule is just stupid. Yeah. Because then all you're gonna do is just keep all the washed up players in the Liga MX, and that's it.
Yeah. And then it's not gonna be good at all. Yeah.
No, it's gonna be fucking terrible.
Yeah.
What do you got? I got a lot.
Well, so one thing that I sent you was that video about fucking, what's it called?
It's a mercado.
Yeah, el mercado de some shit. But and it's not far from where my grandma stays. Like I asked my parents and they're like, yes, like an hour or so away. And it's the guy that she interviewed. He was like, we're the biggest, like something about plants. Like we're the biggest one besides China. Because I thought it was
like herb medicine.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think he was like, it's China, and then it's this one, and then it's like another one.
Uh-huh.
So they're pretty big, and the whole video is like her interviewing people who work in magic, I guess.
Yeah,
like
black magic and white magic.
Black magic, white magic, and like even one of the cards was like, some was 100% like brujas. Like this is dark magic. Like be well aware of what the fuck we're doing. And but yeah, it was interesting. I mean, I liked it because it was like, what the fuck, you know, and like for all of them to be like kind of open and just like saying what the fuck they do and how it's like it's not evil. Well, like with all of them, they're like it's all like karma. Like everything is karma. So if you do some stupid bad shit, like it's just gonna come back to you. So we just rather not do that, you know. But yeah, I enjoyed it, and I didn't really get much from it. I would want to go with because there was one. She was like, "Oh yeah, follow us on Instagram," and then like through our WhatsApp, we'll do like a cleaning or some shit. I was like, I might do that. But yeah, it's cool. But to get all into it, I feel like you're kind of like inviting some shit. Not inviting it, but like
I was gonna say that. Like, I don't think it's something worth messing with because, I mean, even in the Bible, the witches, whether it's clean or any type of magic that's not human, it's blasphemy. It's not something holy, I guess. And I don't know, because I mean I don't know, that's just fucking something else. That's something I wouldn't mess with or I wouldn't touch.
You haven't never gotten like get the limpian? No ever. Huh. My grandma does it and my mom does it, but it's just like all they do. The chick was like, only do it if you know what the fuck you're doing. But what my mom does, she just like gets an egg and she just wipes it all over me. I like it because it feels cool. But she like nomás dice like un Padre Nuestro, like un rezo. She just says that, and she does it like a couple times, does it all over my body, and then she cracks it. But with us, she's like, if it's done on me, I can't look at it because then it'll just come back to me. So it's just like they go to another room, they crack it into like a water, and then whatever, and then they'll just flush it. But I've seen some that it's like you can look at, like you could do it to yourself, but you need to know how to
read it,
whatever, some shit, or like how to like interpret so that it won't come back to you, type of shit. They like throw cinnamon, make a cake or some shit. I don't know. But there was one time where they did it to my dad, and I don't know if it was like full, like the egg was fully either black or like red. Like just weird as fuck, like just full black or red, like some crazy shit. And he was feeling like terrible, like before that he was feeling fucking terrible. But this was like years ago. But they cracked the egg and it was like red, like full fucking red, like todo sangrado.
What does that mean?
I don't fucking know. But maybe somebody did some shit to him or he just had something on him because he felt like shit. So my grandma or somebody did it and it was like, what the fuck? Because it is like at a certain point it is like coincidence. But they said you just got like a random egg.
Yeah.
It was poached, estaba sangrado, like random. Yeah. But like then what the fuck is that coincidence? Que eso pase, you know what I mean? Yeah. So
I mean honestly I've never believed in that, in egg cleansing or like the evil eye. Like the evil eye, that shit.
Like the little blue one.
Yeah. Like that shit's not. If you're Catholic and you wear one of those, that's wrong. It's not. You're not supposed to wear it. But yeah, like people always told me like, oh, whenever your baby's born, le vas a poner un mal de ojo. Like, no.
What's that?
They're supposedly para que no le hagan ojo a tu bebé or whatever. And they're like, oh, you're not gonna do that for your baby.
But is it like a physical? Like, yes.
It's a bracelet with the blue eye.
Oh,
the red bracelet.
Yeah. I don't know.
And they're like, no le voy a dar mal de ojo. But even my parents don't believe in that either.
Yeah.
They're like, because some people are like, some people will have their baby like crying for no reason, and they'll be like, oh, es que le dieron ojo.
Wait, no le
Yo,
pones
fucking
atención.
baby's a cry ass baby. Get off the fucking phone and pay attention to him. Whenever there's something wrong with my kid and he's crying, I know something's wrong, so I'll go fucking checking everywhere around his body or whatever. Only once he was crying like really bad, and like he was like gasping for air, and sure enough, he had a cut. No, he had a cut on his butt crack because I think I guess it got dried up or whatever, and it just cracked and it started to bleed. But yeah, like all that mal de ojo and cleansing, my parents never taught me to believe in it, so I've never believed in it. Yeah, and I think I lived my life fine. In order for me to be
no, but like for my parents, I mean, they seen it. The thing with them is like they've seen it, so it's like it's a thing. For us to fully be enthralled with it and shit, like my mom will wear that bracelet, but she's like, oh, it looks cute, not because it's like it's gonna fucking work and protect her or whatever. She wears her bracelet. She wears her Christian or Catholic bracelets or whatever the fuck. But yeah, she wears that shit because it looks cute. But yeah, with the cleansing without a doubt, or like dentro nada la espalda, I don't think that's a religious thing. I think that's
I don't think so.
So my grandma did it to me once, or like some lady would do it to me. Te tomas like una cucharada de aceite, like olive oil, and then you lay on your back, and they like pinch you, like así en tu espalda. They'll pinch you and then pull it. Se truena, and it like a big ass crack. Yes, it's usually for like your stomach. Like if your stomach's like hurting or some shit. As a kid, I had shit ton of stomach problems. No me hacía no sé qué. Pero they would crack it and I'd feel better afterwards. But that shit would hurt because they're fucking pulling your back, way. Yeah. Estás skinny, no tienes nada la verga. But yeah, I enjoyed that video and I showed it to my mom because she enjoys it too. It's just like it's interesting. Like even if I don't fully believe into that shit.
We have to accept that it's here. Yeah. But I mean, it's our choice to follow it or not follow it.
Well, yeah, like all of them who like even if they did like white magic and shit, like it's like I respect them. I'm not gonna disrespect it, but it's there. Do whatever the fuck you want or whatever.
And I mean, another thing is like a lot of those people they try to adjust their own like Catholic beliefs with that, and that's because I mean like that lady was saying, like there's people who like want like their brother dead or their mom dead or whatever.
Yeah, that's some crazy shit. Well, that one, she was like full like brujeria, like she does all that shit. Yeah.
Fuck, I need to send you the podcast that I was.
I think you did, way.
No. I did I the one of the guy who's
like
who's actually no, not that one. Okay. Another one. The one that's I'm telling you, the guy's from Oaxaca. Okay. He interviewed a guy who was actually like a medical witch, and he said like he'll have people that said like he had somebody from like one of the cartels tell him like he wanted power, and he was willing to sacrifice his mom. So like he took like something of his mom and like went to La Cueva del Diablo. I know he's from that witch was from Veracruz because he's on the La Cueva del Diablo, and he went to the Cueva del Diablo, but the guy said that like they went into the cave and they got lost, like they couldn't find the exit. They were just running around in circles. Until like the guy had to like make a peace offering to like get out. And like they got out, but the guy was like unconscious like the whole time, so they had to like drag his ass out because it was too much power he couldn't handle.
God damn.
Yeah, but La Cueva del Diablo is a real thing in Veracruz.
Like in I don't know if you've never seen like Breaking Bad. In Breaking Bad, there's like a scene where I think it is with La Santa Muerte or some shit where they go, like these two guys are trying to kill the main character, the chemistry teacher, and they go and put a photo of him, and they do that shit. But I think like they die in the process of doing it, or like some shit happens, right?
Yeah, because they say if you do it wrong, like
it comes back to you, type of shit. Yeah.
They say all La Santa Muerte is karma.
Well, yeah, like that one chick who had like she kind of explained what the colors were and all that shit. like one's money, one's health and shit. A la verga todos. Fucking pinche
They have a Santa Muerte.
Yeah, she had it right there, like, va ahí para comprar todo,
Yeah.
para no que compre todo. Like, what the fuck? But yeah, it's super interesting. And that chick, también ese de los fucking, how she had like candles of like a dick and like a vagina.
Oh yeah. For those to like enchant them.
To like, to bake it to you. That shit, así cosas así, como que no. I honestly, if I would ever do anything, it would really just be like una limpieza with somebody who maybe knows more. Or just like, I think that would be it, really. I wouldn't want to, go more into that.
Like your mom walks in, you have a dick candle lit up.
Qué vergas eso. Yeah, no.
Yeah,
No,
but I've heard of the oils that has like a fragment of like the lady part of a woman.
Well, she gave her some, right?
Yeah,
she
yeah,
gave
yeah.
her era como like not hormones.
No, it's actually like fragment from like down there.
Well, no, it's like whenever the child's born, some shit like that, right? Or so there's a couple because I think I know what you're saying, but the one I'm saying is like you save it cuando nacen and then you do some shit with it. Algo así, una mamada así. I don't know.
And supposedly, like you're supposed to like they're supposed to spray on them, and the guy's supposed to be like irresistible. Like,
I've some shit like that. Some weird shit like that. And I don't know who's the dumbest.
I don't know. I don't know who the fuck's gonna be like. Ooh, she smells sour.
No, fuck that. So that's what the fucking shit's gonna smell like.
Oh,
yeah.
Man.
No, yeah, but that chick has a ton of videos. I mean, she's from El DF, and she did a ton of videos. Like, she went to una funeraria, she's talking to people, and she's like asking like, have you ever seen some shit? And she's like, well, one of them, and I was gonna send you like all of them to watch, but one of them, she was talking to a chick que trabaja en la funeraria, and she's like, sometimes you have to talk to them, like to let them like los muertos, because sometimes they're like stiff.
Oh God!
And you have to be like, todo está bien. Like, we're just trying to prepare you for your family. Like, we're just here to help you. Like, todo está bien. Y luego se hacen normal, and you're able to move them around and shit like that.
What the?
And she's like, it's like a real thing. And that the chick who's interviewing, she's like, so how the fuck, like, for people who don't believe in like shit like that, like, how do you explain that, like, like scientifically type of shit? And she's like, well, I don't know, but like during school they tell you like, sometimes you're gonna have to talk to them just to kind of relax them and shit like that.
I think maybe it's like, I don't know. Maybe it's you like not vibe, but
maybe like an energy type of shit.
Yeah, like the energy calms down the nerves of the body or something.
I don't know, but yeah, she's like shit like that is like real. Like, you have to talk to them. No. But like she's never seen no like paranormal shit. But she's like, people have told her, but she's like, el día que lo veo, like, this is gonna freak me the fuck out. But
I don't think they'll haunt the funeral home, because I mean that's not where they died.
Yeah. But so, and then like she goes through other people, and muchos like ni creen. There's one guy who works there. It's like maybe his first year, and he's like, I'm not even religious. Like, ni soy católico, ni soy Christian or nothing. And I was like, that's weird as fuck. Like, to be in Mexico type of shit, and not even be religious at all. But he was like, yeah, I'm not religious really, but and he's like, you kind of need to be that sort of type of way to like work in this shit, because like imagine like somebody's hella spiritual working at a pinche funeraria, cada minuto tirando sal o haciendo algo, like
tirando sal.
It's just gonna be like hard like that. So it kind of makes sense. And and the other interviews, they're like, I'm not much into it, into believing in shit, but it's like just weird.
What else? Another thing I wanted to talk about is this is gonna be the hour of soccer, but so a bunch of people were online are criticizing. They were criticizing. What's his name? TUDN, which is like the Univision soccer channel, because like the whole time they were like pro Chivas, and then TV Azteca is always like no, like Televisa and TV Azteca has always been like pro America, and so there's this one guy named Aldo Frias. That's his team is Los Tigres, always been since he was little. But everybody's always criticizing him because like, oh, he's always been pro Tigres and stuff like that. But that's what bothers me, is that like you have all these other big TV channels that are like all they cover is Pumas, Cruz Azul, America, and then you got all these other channels that cover like Chivas and Pachuca and all these other teams. Like every channel is gonna be biased, but it's a problem whenever the norteños do it, and everybody's like, "Oh, this is not real soccer. This is not real commentary. You need to get them the fuck out of there." I'm just like every channel is gonna be biased because that's where they're from. And that's who they're sponsoring also. Yeah. And I don't blame it whenever I see an America game and they're pro America. I mean, fuck it. We're playing in their city, so it's going to be with their narrators. Yeah. So that's not a problem with me. But, like, I don't know. I guess people are realizing that el fútbol ya no pertenece al centro de México anymore.
What do you mean?
Like, o sea, like, you know, Chivas, it was the ones dominating was always Chivas, America, Cruz Azul, and Pumas. And now in this millennial age, you have people who compete with you. You'll have Pachuca compete, Santos. Santos every now and then has a good Monterrey, who was in first place the whole season. They had a total of 40 points. I think they only lost like one game. Yeah. And but yeah, I think they only lost like one game. You know, and they were dominating it, and you know, and Tigres won this year. And, you know, they've won a lot, or they've been to a lot of finals throughout these whole millennial. And I don't know, it's for some reason it's a hard pill to swallow for a lot of Mexicans that, you know, the soccer is no longer dominated by just Chivas and America, Pumas and Cruz Azul like how it was back then. Yeah. And whenever the final was, whenever it was the day of the final, bro, apparently everybody was Chivas, bro. People who have never seen post anything or say anything about soccer, they're like,
bro, I saw some guy fucking church, güey, en el mero enfrente a la verga, con su pinche camisa de Chivas. Dije, no mames, güey. What the fuck? And I went to school with them, like in church school. I went to school with him. I was like, no mames, stay away. But he's connected with the whole community, so I was like, I can still let him slide. I let him slide. Mero enfrente, the big church downtown, güey. Ni una chiquita, güey. La mera fucking enfrente.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, I pulled up to church with my shirt too. That way. I was the only one.
Was it Sunday? Yeah, it was Sunday.
Okay. What's it called? El diácono me saludó. He's like, vamos a ganar hoy, ¿verdad? That boy.
Está rezando por él.
The deacon was pro Tigres, bro. Hell no. Even Hugo Sanchez said that Tigres is the new big team.
Hugo Sanchez is el...
Bro, what do you mean? Who's that? The legend.
It sounds familiar as fuck.
He played with Pumas. He came from Pumas.
No. Like fucking ya equipos así, I have no clue. He was in la selección, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
He played with that Puma. He came out of Pumas and then went to go on to play. He was the first Mexican to play.
Curly hair, right?
Yeah, afro.
Hay como tres a la verga.
Bro, he's the only one with like the iconic afro as a Mexican.
He was light skin, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No, I know.
He played with Atlético de Madrid.
Okay, yeah.
Hugo Sanchez.
Es que no sé, güey. No sabo.
It is a month of the Sacred Heart. June is a month of the Sacred Heart of Jesus Christ.
What does that mean?
So back in 1673, there was a nun. She kept having these dreams until she finally had an appearance from God with his heart out. Yeah, I don't know if you.
La foto, right?
Yeah. He had his heart out with thorns and heart, and basically telling her that my heart is greater than anybody else's heart because I love every single one of y'all with mercy, and so he went on to tell her like June 16th is supposed to be the day of the celebration, so he went to tell her like. Tell everybody of the town June 16th to have a feast, which by he meant like have a church and take the holy sacraments, which is the bread and the wine, and so that's why this month is known as the Sacred Heart of Jesus Christ. So happy Sacred Heart Month and happy mental health.
Happy Pride Month.
Fuck no. We're not celebrating.
Overall, happy Pride Month. No, yeah. I mean, yeah, it's kind of weird how the Pride one takes over everything. Especially because of the men's one. I mean, I've been seeing a ton of TikToks of the Target stuff.
Oh yeah, they lost money.
They're all like getting mad. The first one was funny, where the guy went and he's like, bro, are you with this? Like, are you for this? And then like the target person's like comes through like, you gotta get out. And then he just keeps on going. He's like, so you worship devil? And she's like, yeah. Like she's just over it. Yeah. She's like, vete a la verga. And he keeps on doing it. That one's funny because he's fucking being annoying. But now like other people are going like making YouTube videos like just reacting to it, and it's like, I mean, I guess. I don't know,
dude.
I really pay no mind. Like, it really doesn't bother me at all. So it's
my thing is be gay, dude. I don't care.
Yeah.
It doesn't bug me if you're gay or not. But the thing is, like, you try to make
like you force it onto people.
Force it onto people. Like, I don't force my religion onto other people. Like, you know, I'm not like, oh, if you're not Catholic, you're fucking wrong. You know, whatever.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I think they'll just be, because there are like the same way there are people that like maybe try to force pride into you. There's the same way people try to force religion onto you. So I guess there's that type of person in every type of thing. So it's just weird. But I think the majority of people are like that. Like, they truly don't give a shit. But it's like what's being publicized.
It's whatever brings money in.
It's that. It's like getting the attention and getting all that. Yeah, I think that is what that is.
What is So 29 baseball teams, MLB baseball teams, have a Pride Night theme. Texas doesn't. Texas Rangers doesn't have one. Yeah.
Just not bad.
I saw a picture that said Happy Pride Month, except if you're a Texas Rangers fan. They do not have a Pride Night. I was like, yeah, damn right, brother. You're in the South now, baby.
No, yeah, like I realized like a couple of days in, like it was also the men's
mental health
awareness.
I don't know. We belittle our men so much. It's really fucking crazy how we belittle men so much nowadays in this brand new era.
Yeah, it gets weird because you get that where it's like, oh, you should talk about it, but then you get these older motherfuckers who's like, just put your boots on, brother. You got soft hands. You know what I mean? I was like, que te entiende la verga.
I mean, they were raised like that.
Yeah.
You know, to not talk about stuff. I mean, there's certain things that I don't think it's necessary for you to talk out loud. Mm-hmm. You know, there's some inner things that I think you should just keep to yourself. But if it's killing you bad, I think you need somebody to talk to. If you can't control it, I think you do have to talk to somebody. Yeah. It all depends on your mindset and how strong your mindset really is.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. I took me and my brother. Yeah, me and my brother went to Bass Pro. Mm-hmm. And
did you buy the hat like every other douchebag?
Well, I was gonna go buy the hat, not for me, but for fucking Israel, because he wants it. He fucking wants it.
I don't give him shit.
So I was gonna go look for it, and we couldn't find it because it sold out. Because every other fucking douchebag has it. But I went, and then I was like, oh, let me go look at the guns, and they had this tiny ass little purple gun, and I was like, if any, it might be that one. But I also saw the one y'all got, like they have it there, so it looks pretty cool. But my fucking brother, he's like, I told him like, oh yeah, he has one. Like Sebastian has one. Like he just got one, just out the fucking blue. Has he killed anybody? Sí, güey.
Yeah, bro. He's a fucking felon. He's a felon, bro. He's on the loose.
Pendejo. But yeah, we're just looking at him.
Wait, he's not pro gun or what?
He's just not pro anything. I don't even know what the fuck. I don't know. He's just annoying. Like I don't know. Pendejo. But yeah, I saw that one. But then I saw the purple one because I was like, if I do carry it, and I explained it to my dad yesterday. I was in a dream. Wait, I had a vivid ass dream yesterday. Que desperté, and I was like, in the dream, I was like, I didn't cut my hair, but I did cut my hair. But like, I physically remember like touching my hair. Like, what? I did cut it though. But in the dream, because this shit didn't happen. In the dream, I was explaining to my dad like how the open carry shit works. How like you don't need the license to have it, type of shit. But
I was like, you don't need a license to conceal carry.
Yeah. So I was like, if I do get one, I would want to like start wearing boots a fuck ton and just like hide it in my boot type of shit. Be like a cowboy or something. But
do you think you're gonna have that conversation with your parents?
Yeah,
I've had it.
Yeah,
and
they just they're not they don't want to hear it.
No. Yeah. And that's, I don't know. They're just closed minded, I guess.
To me, I feel like they're just gonna be like, maybe you don't need it, but they kind of see all the shit that happened. So like, I guess I know my brother would be like, that's stupid, but I'm like, okay, cool.
You
but
do you, buddy.
Yeah, but
no, my dad claims that I'm gonna get mad and I'm a road rage and I'm gonna shoot somebody, and he only because once he seen me like got mad during a road rage. I'm like, yeah, Dad, I'm not gonna get mad and fucking wave a gun at somebody just because I'm pissed. I want to go home and stay home, not fucking end up in a jail cell. I'm like, I'm not stupid, but I don't know. He claims that's what's gonna happen.
You gotta be a certain type of like dumbass to do some shit like that. Yeah, you have to be a certain type of dumbass to do some shit like that. But I mean, I don't think any of us really are. Because if any of us really were, I think we'd know who it would be, and we wouldn't really hang out with that type of person. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't think we are that type of person. Like me, I truly don't give a shit. Like I have my passengers get mad for me because I'm like, somebody will cut me off. It's like, okay, it's fine. But then like honk, like do something, like I don't give a fuck. So with that type of shit, yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah, but there's some people out there that should not have guns. Don't get me wrong. But
I still stand with that shit. How like people should have the license, like they should be forced to get the license. That just seems weird to me.
Well, it used to be like that.
Yeah.
But now no longer. Well, now you can open carry, but you can't conceal carry unless you have a license.
Interesting.
That's what a lot of people don't get, because a lot of people are like concealed carrying without a license.
But, and then what's the fine for that?
It depends.
Oh, okay.
You get a fine.
Yeah.
And take away your gun. It's a lot of shit. I don't know if you could get a felony for it. I'm not sure. Unless like they sue you for it, then maybe it could be a felony. But I mean, it's a lot of things that go into it.
Yeah. But so when was it? The 1st of June, which was Monday, I think. Thursday? I don't know. But the 1st of June, no, it was Thursday. 1st of June, Thursday, we have a realtor meeting at Hunky's in Bishop. It's the first Thursday of the month, and I went just because we have a new listing in Oak Cliff that right behind Norma's on like Winnetka Avenue. We're selling it for $735,000. Yeah, I mean, people are already saying that it might be a little overpriced, so we might lower it, but we had it. And so we went because at these meetings, after like they've said whatever, you can go up, say that, hey, this is our open house. You can come through after, because they do like a little tour. And so I went, todo fucking, can you come on? You know, because it's a ton of like older white people. It's just a ton of older white people that have.
You should use that to your advantage.
No, yeah, but that, yeah.
So they can be like, okay, little brown boy.
No. I mean, I was like, because sitting down, I was like, I got it. Like, this is fucking whatever. But then I got in line, and I was like, my heart just started racing. I was like, fuck. I was like, just calm the fuck down. Like, that's bien. But I think I did all right. And I sat by, because it's just weird. Like, you go in, and it's just a ton of older white people, and they're already talking. And I was like, I don't know what the fuck.
You don't know how to interrupt.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck. I have nothing to say. So I just went and sat, and there's already like a briefcase there. And I just like, I'll just sit here and just wait for whoever comes by. And some chick came through, and I was like, oh, somebody's sitting here. She's like, no. And then we introduced each other. She said it's her first month. She just started. She started in March. And then I was like, oh, like I've been at like a year and a couple months. And then it hit me. The first time I went to that meeting, I met like me. Like I was like a couple months in, and I met this realtor who, it was like a month, like a year and a couple months. And I was like, oh shit, like this is fucking weird. Like I still feel like a fucking new agent. And then we were just talking. The meeting happened, and
how long have you been in it now?
I got my license on April 1st.
So it's been a year and a few months.
Yeah, it's been a year and a few months.
A year and
in real estate, yeah.
2 months.
Yeah, 2 months. So like exactly like what the fuck she was doing. So like it felt weird as fuck. Like, oh, well, like I'm now that person. Yeah. And so because of that, I was like telling her everything, like every little thing, like how she was feeling, and she was like, yeah, like I feel that exact way. I was like, yeah, like it's gonna happen. And she said like with her husband's been doing it for 2 years, and she was like, her husband like got her into it, and but they do like international real estate, which I didn't even know you could really do, because they're in this group or this brokerage or whatever that they can do international real estate. And they actually travel to like other parts like Mexico, fucking
to like show people stuff or what?
I truly don't even know what, but she's like, that's a real thing. And the main guy in charge of like the brokerage, like he does all of that. Like everybody knows him. Everybody knows, like you say his name, like, oh, you're with him, and like everybody fucking knows him because he's everywhere. He's like in every country, every continent selling shit. And so she was like hooking me up with that, like telling me about it. But I was telling her all about the open houses, like how to, communicate, just like little shit that nobody would say. Because it's like, with her, she was like, oh, how do you work? Like, how do you do business? And everybody would just say like, oh, just learn. Like, oh, like you already know what to do. Like, you already know it. But it's like, all right, dog. Like, you just sold $1 million house. How the fuck do I do that? So it's like, sure, I know, but like, actually, what the fuck?
How do you find like that clientele? Though?
Exactly. So it's like little shit like that. It's like, oh, thank you, dog. But literally, how exactly the fuck do I do that? And it's like me talking to her. It was like saying it and being like, yeah, it's fine. Like that's gonna happen, and you're gonna figure it out. But like actually figuring that out is like doing open houses and doing shit like that. So I let her do an open house at our house Sunday, and she got people coming through. So hopefully something turns. But yeah, it's just kind of weird, like, now being that person, and then like for her, like fully telling her like every little bullshit that I know, just because I mean, like, that's what I want to be as an agent. But bro, fucking yesterday we had an inspection on this house.
Yeah. Purchasing
for a new client. Inspection was at 9. For some reason, the inspection company came at 8. That's fine. I got there. Okay. But the owner, this older lady, she's had this home for a long time. She's rented it out, but now she wants to sell it. So she's being very, very like protecting of it, as if we're gonna pick up the home and fucking rob the entire home or some shit. So she doesn't want to give us the lockbox information, like to open up the house. She's like, no, it's empty. It's fucking empty. There's nothing to, like, if we're going to steal the fucking shelf or something, like, I don't know what we're going to steal. It's completely empty. Like, she even took out the rugs and it, like, everything. There's nothing in the home. But she's like, we called her and she's like, it's at 9. Where the fuck are you at? And then the realtor, not even the realtor, some other company. It's a fucking whole weird thing. This other company, she's there like, oh, hey, she says she can't make it. Can we do 12? No, bitch. It's an inspection. She has other shit to do. Like, it's not, we have all the fucking time. And we're like, no, we'll just reschedule it because we have other shit to do. So I called the company and they're like, yeah, we'll reschedule it. And I was like, is there a fee? And he was like, if y'all pay, it'll be 50. But if she pays, it's going to be $80. So like, she'll fucking pay. So it's sent the invoice.
That's stupid, though.
It's crazy.
Like, what?
I don't fucking know. I mean, it must have like a ton of sentimental value, but it's like literally in a month.
You're trying to get it fucking sold.
This won't be yours, so I don't know why you're protecting it like that. But
she's one of those creepy ladies that wants to live in the walls.
but no, like I called my partner Casey, and he was like, he's like, I bet you it's an older lady, and I was like, yeah, you hit it on the spot. It is a fucking older lady who's like scared of moving out or some shit, but she's selling the home. I don't know. I mean, she didn't even live there. Like, she rented it out. Like, it was like a second property. So I have no idea why she's doing like that shit. But yeah, like I said, the company or whoever the fuck is helping her, I'm pretty sure they're not a realtor. So they fucked up because there's a seller's disclosure that kind of tells us everything about the property. Like, if they know if there's any issue, it just tells us. They have 3 days to give us that shit. If they don't give it to us within 3 days, we have until the contract closes to back out, because usually we only have 7 days to back out for any reason. But now, because they didn't give it to us, today's the 4th day. We don't have it, so we're good. So we can back out for any reason, anytime. And we can get our money back, which is like $2,400. So we have the upper hand, just because they don't know what the fuck they're doing at all. And Casey was like, I'm pretty sure they went with that company because it saves them money. Because I mean, no good, though. You're paying like 3% to. Usually, you pay 3% to each agent, depending on how much you sell the house. So 3% to the seller, 2% to the buyer. But on this one, they're like, I'm gonna get 2.5%, and it says on the fucking page like $1, some random shit. But with fees and everything, it's gonna cost her way more. So it's like, you didn't save money and you did it poorly. So I don't know what the fuck you're doing. But yeah, so we have that. And then today, I'm going to go to Waxahachie all fucking day. God. Have to open up the door for a house from 12 to 4. I don't know what time they're going to get there. Like, the gas company has to check. So I'm going to be over there all day. And then we have to give over the keys. I don't know what time. So for right now, after I leave, I'm going to head over there and just be over there for the whole day and see what.
Go explore the wonderful city of Waxahachie.
I'm gonna be at the HEB for sure. I'm gonna be at the HEB.
You got an HEB in Waxahachie?
Yeah. What the fuck? That was the only. That's the closest one, really.
Besides the one in Plano.
Yeah, that is the closest one. It's not the best one, but that is the closest one. The one in over there is the best one. But
HEB.
But yeah, I'm gonna be over there. But fuck. But yeah, like this it's getting. I'm loving it because this is shit like I prayed for, like to have the work, but it's like fuck, especially these clients because the people in Waxahachie they don't know how to do the hookups, like how to call the companies and all that shit. I'm like, I live with my parents. I don't know either, dog. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. So it's like
we're learning together.
Yeah. But yeah, it's working out. So business is happening and it's happening.
I think over this weekend I found my calling to how to serve Jesus himself. I'm not gonna say their names, but a friend couple that I care about dearly and love them dearly. The boyfriend was kind of lost on how to worship God or going to church because he's only been like 4 times in his whole life and he's never been baptized.
Yeah,
still hasn't been baptized.
Is he Catholic, Christian? It doesn't even know.
He didn't really know what to call himself. And so I told him, like, well, let's go to my church on Sunday. I was like, I don't know. I've never gone to English Catholic church. I've only gone to Spanish. So, but for them, I was like, let's go to an English one. So we went. I was like, yo, so what was your thoughts? And he was like, and the dude was like freaked out because this past Sunday was the church about the Holy Trinity, which is the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. And it was basically talking about a letter of St. Paul where he said the way for us to repay God is by bringing our friends closer to him and closer to the Word of God. And so he got freaked out because he was like, yo, like, this is exactly what you're doing. This is exactly what you told me. Because he was like, before I convinced him to go, I told him he was telling me that he needed like not a sign but like a motive, like I guess, or a tragedy or something. And I told him, like, that's what I don't want, is that you have a tragedy and then you want to pray about it or seek help about it spiritually and you don't know how to. I'm like, I don't want you to go through that. Because I told him, like, my motive was my son. Him being born. I wanted him to be closer to God so he won't lose sidetrack on his life, so he would know right from wrong since a very young age. And I feel like that's what helped me because my parents always took me at a very young age. And I mean, once I got older, it was up to me if I wanted to continue going or not. I mean, obviously I've continued. His girlfriend is part of a different religion, but she also came with us, and both of them were telling us, like, that the way that the Catholic Church does it, they say, like, it feels like it's the correct way to do it.
It feels more holy to me. Like, it feels like you're going to a thing. Because, the Christian one just feels, I mean, it's great. You're doing a community thing, but it just feels more of a
storytelling and a guy. It feels more, to me, I've seen it, and I've been to it. And it feels more of a motivational speech.
Somebody told me it feels like it's more for, she said it was like, so it can hit everybody in a different way type of thing. But like more motivational instead of like actual like religious.
Because a bunch of them that I've been to are like, oh, I used to do this and now I don't because he saved me. And I'm all like, sorry, buddy, but I can't touch with you on that because I've never done drugs. I've never fucking, rubbed somebody at a gunpoint or some shit like that. I've never been to jail. So it's like, what is there to connect? And what I was explaining to them, that the Catholic Church is they have their own organization. Like, they have the organization of Dallas, of Fort Worth. Every city has its cardinal that's in charge of all these churches. And I was telling them, like, if you go to a church in Houston, let's say you're always going, obviously you live in Dallas, you always go to church in Dallas, but for some reason you got something to do in Houston and you go to church on Sunday at Houston, it's still going to continue on where you left off last Sunday. Because, that's how big of a community it is and how well organized the Catholic Church is. And, the priest spends years and years and years of studying the Bible and studying of ways for all these scriptures to be able to touch you and to touch every single person that, that all these people that have different lifestyles. And I don't know, it felt good to have actually somebody connect to God and helping somebody, get closer to them. And we're gonna continue. I'm gonna continue to take them every Sunday when I can, or
That's
whenever
cool.
they're available.
Yeah, I haven't gone this. I don't know if it was 2 weeks or like a week that I haven't gone, but yeah, I'm just seeing more on TikTok type of shit, just like thoughts or just like praying, like by myself or something like that. But yeah, it seems cool that yeah, like you can't go to any church that's Catholic and it'll be the same thing. Like I said, like I'll look up the scripture now because they don't write it in the pamphlet. But yeah, seems pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, but a lot of things, I always see like Catholicism always being questioned.
So the Pope is Catholic, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you mean the Pope is Catholic?
Right. He's Catholic, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, it seems kind of odd. Like I would imagine because I mean, I would feel like Christianity is bigger. Would you say that?
Christian. It's because
Well, it's
the thing. Nah, Catholicism is bigger.
well,
Yeah.
Catholicism is a sub thing of Christianity, right? Because we believe in Jesus Christ.
No. So, history and factual wise, the original Christian was the Catholic.
Okay.
The church was found.
Most likely, yeah.
The church was found by Jesus and his disciples.
Mm-hmm. Which I would have to say Jesus was Jewish, correct? Because he believed in God solely. No.
Jewish believes in the Old Testament.
Which is, do you know?
I do know.
No.
I don't know the
Okay.
name of the book, but they believe in the Old Testament, and they I don't know how to explain it to you. They see Jesus Christ as a rebel, not as God. So the physical form of Jesus Christ, it did not see him as God.
Okay, yeah, but because Jesus Christ was fucking Jesus Christ, but Jesus Christ, I mean, well, I'm just saying, like, didn't he believe in? Well, he was the second coming. I don't know.
The Jewish people never believed in Jesus Christ.
No, yeah, without a doubt. Yeah. But Jesus would believe in God, right? Like, well, there's not even a belief in God. It's like that's my dad type of shit, right?
What? I don't know. It's confusing because people say that Jesus is God's son, but people say that Jesus was a physical form of God.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So, no, he wasn't. He was. Okay. I mean, he was born in Israel, but
yeah. Okay.
But he religiously watched now.
But yeah, that makes sense that the original ones would be like Catholic because they also would believe in like saints and shit like that. Yeah.
They believe in the saints. They believe in the disciples, and so that was the original Christian. And then Martin Luther came. And he questioned the corruption of the Catholic Church because so in Germany there was a church that got in a big scandal because they were telling people like, oh, you can pay your way to heaven. And so what they would do, the rich would give money to the church and they would say like, oh, all your sins have been forgiven, you have eternal glory to enter the kingdom of God just because they paid him. So that got exposed, and so from then on Martin Luther exposed it, and he said like, oh, this represents every single Catholic church around the world and stuff like that. And so then that's where the divide happened between the Christian and the Catholic Church. That's where they divided to like I forgot what's the name of Martin Luther's religion. I think it's Lutheran. Some shit like that. Lutheran, and then also the Catholic Church separated once they came into the New World. So over here they call it Western Catholic, and the original the OG one is the Orthodox. That's what they say, the Orthodox Catholic. Like we're the what is it called? The Rome Catholic or Catholic Rome Church? Roman Catholic. Sure. Yeah, we're Roman Catholic. And so it's a whole big separation. You know, Christianity was one of those major ones. And I mean, and now it's just a lot because you have Protestant and you have a bunch of other ones. And the thing about Christianity, it's not organized as the Catholic Church is. Like they were telling me that, like whenever they go to the Catholic Church, like there's no Bibles there. Yeah, there's no scripture there. Like they just go based off of whatever the guy is feeling that day, speaking that day.
Yeah, without a doubt. Um, but it does seem weird to me a bit. The like, especially like in Mexico, how like Mexico is fully Catholic,
Mm-hmm.
but like La Basilica, especially like in DF, like the Basilica like has a big thing. Like our big thing is like Jesus, and then like as big, or maybe sometimes maybe even bigger,
Mm-hmm.
like La Virgen, like
Mm-hmm.
an image of La Virgen. How like that's
Yeah.
like also like viewed as that big, and I think that's what throws a lot of people off. It's like,
Like, oh, they're
like
worshiping.
you're worshiping her, dog.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Well, I guess the thing is that the Mexican takes a lot of pride in things that happen historically,
Mm,
and so I guess you know La Virgen de Guadalupe came to Mexico para aparecerle a Juan Diego. It's something that's like
yeah.
take pride in. You know,
Yeah.
it's
Okay.
not just
Okay.
something you brush off.
True. Okay.
And also, a lot of times, what I've been seeing is people using the saints in their own way, and they think that it's working, but it's not because they're not worshiping, but praying to them for the wrong things.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've seen a lot of people saying like, "Oh, I got a San Judas tattoo because I used to be bad and he changed me and stuff like that," or like or because I'm in bad stuff
Mm-hmm.
and so he protects me, and that's where they're wrong.
Like they're kind of saying it in the wrong way. Like it's supposed to like they're supposed to be praying for you, not being the thing
Yeah,
that
to your
helped you.
protector.
Yeah.
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 And yeah, so a lot of malandros use it, and that's where they're wrong because San Judas, what he is he's big for the mothers.
Mm-hmm.
So he helps mothers in the process of guiding their sons back to a good life. You know, those who are in bad stuff. How do I explain it to you? It's like if you're over here doing bad stuff, and your mom's praying to San Judas to help you, guide you,
Yeah.
not protect you,
Yeah.
guide you.
Yeah.
And that's where a lot of people misinterpret that like, oh, my San Judas is the one protecting me while I'm doing all this bad shit.
Yeah.
No, he's not.
Yeah. Yeah. No, yeah. I started because I know you said you have one, right? Like you have like a saint you kind of think of
Saint Benedict.
Saint Benedict,
Yes.
and that's for.
Basically, he was a monk who studied in a cave by himself,
Mm-hmm.
and so there was other monks, and I believe it was Italy. Yes, I think it was Italy. There was other monks who wanted to learn his ways, and Saint Benedict told him, or he had a dream from God telling him like, if you teach these guys, they're gonna want to kill you because of how strict and how like upfront you are about your religious beliefs, and then how you teach. And so he said either way he wanted to teach him and, help him as much as he could to steer the right way. And so he went, he taught them, and he got to a point where the monks got to a point where they were tired and they tried to poison him. And whenever he was giving the church, they had poisoned the wine, and he lifted it up, gave the sign of the cross to the cup, and it shattered. And but he forgave him and still taught them, and Saint Benedict was a strong monk, someone who was like, straight up nothing but Jesus.
Yeah.
And so he's always been used as a protector of evil. Like every time they do an exorcism, it's always a cross with the medal of Saint Benedict, and in Latin it has the oración of what it says. And basically like telling like the devil to back off and stuff like that, and drink your one of the lines that I remember from that prayer is devil, drink your own poison, for I will not consume yours, something like that. So basically he's like protector of all evil, and basically just guard you from that.
Yeah.
So.
I started like, well, weirdly enough, fucking real estate has their own saint that you can on the real estate website. You can buy a little like monito, like plastic that's of Saint. I don't know what it is, Saint Joseph or something.
Saint Joseph.
I have no idea. One of them, and it says that saint is to help the sale of your property. For some weird thing, like he says he helps sell your property.
Probably like find you a home or something.
I have no idea. But in the thing, he says you put it out, you buy this little thing, and you put it out on your mailbox or like by your mailbox, and you like stick it in the ground. and it's supposed to bring you somebody who wants to buy your home. I was like, that's weird that it's Catholic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
weird
that it's like, we're just going to use Catholics for this shit, and we're going to have a saint for this. Like, it's very weird.
Well, like, people who are, like, in law enforcement or the army, their saint is Saint Michael, which, who slayed demons. And, there's this other one. I forgot. Oh, also, in the final, Gignac, whenever the game was over, he digged up a rosary that he had digged in the field. Yeah. That was crazy. Like, right when you enter the field, he was looking for it, and he digged it up, and he pulled out a rosary. Yeah.
That's pretty badass.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I started looking for a saint that I kind of want to, like, pray to or whatever. Pray for me?
The saint that you want them to pray for you.
Pray for me, yeah. Saint, I think it's Saint Monica. Hers it's also like mother's, but it's for what was it? It was like either for patience, or not patience, but I think it's like something I forgot what it was, but like patience or for, I think it was patience, something like that. Just because so that I can be patient with like this, like with my career and shit like that. Like I know it's gonna happen, and I know it's gonna come with me, and for her, just give me patience and just have that faith of like it's gonna happen. Yeah. Just keep working at it. So yeah, and I think I'll probably buy like a necklace or some shit of it or something.
Yeah, there's a lot of saints out there for a lot of different reasons.
No, but that real estate one tripped me the fuck. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, it's weird.
I'm gonna try to see what's the saint of the mechanic. Help me from getting mad.
Saint Lugnut or some shit.
Saint Lugnut. Saint Lugnut. Saint 10 millimeter.
But yeah.
Right. You're gonna call it?
Yeah. We'll call it.
All right. Thank you guys for joining us today on another episode. Continue to subscribe and like that. Smash that like button. I was about to say like that like button.
That way. Smash the like button. Follow us on Instagram and
at the Texican Podcast, and comment any concerns, complaints,
comments, concerns, questions, and then the first 100 likes we'll give away this Echo chainsaw. So like it up, and we might send it to you. All right.
Debo de aceptar que todo fue un martirio.